Graham Pickering and I'm a casting consultant and choreographer based in the UK. Now you've completed your training, it's time to start auditioning. So here are some tips and advice I would like to give you. When you've left college, you've got to remember this industry is a journey and not a race. So if you haven't booked your agent or booked a job straight away, it's okay. That's more than normal to be in that situation. So this business is about taking class, keep training, keep your skills on top form, and then spending time researching for auditions, researching companies, finding out when people are coming to audition, find out ways of sending your show reel to people and CVs. That way you're going to start building up that network. Your network's so important because that's going to give you what I call your net worth. And the more people you know and the more contacts you have, the more chance you're going to be able to get into the room to audition and hopefully book that job. Taking class is super important, and that is for many reasons. And the main reasons are to keep learning. We always keep learning in life, and it's important to do so. And the other one is to keep your skills going that you've learned at college. When you've just finished a 3-year course, if you don't keep working on your skills, you may not feel prepared for when the audition comes in. Sometimes auditions come in at, say, 6 p.m. the night before, and you want to feel on your A game and ready to book that work. So keep going to class, keep honing those skills. Also at class, you meet a whole variety of new dancers that potentially can become great friends of yours, become a good support network, and they may also know things like about auditions that are coming up that you can then also apply to because they've told you and they've grown your network. So class is a great way of not only training, but building your network and keeping your fitness up. It's important to have an online presence. So having your show reel on online platforms is really, really important. Take some time to create it, keep it short and concise, put your best bits in there, get it uploaded to like YouTube or Vimeo or an online platform where you can view it without downloading it. That's really important. And also get something on your social media. Like social media presence is important. Like create a page that is your work, maybe have some portfolio shots on there and your show reel. It's maybe not going to get you cast directly from that, but it's going to enhance your application by having online presence that is really good and showing you to your best. So searching for jobs is just as important as the actual audition itself. If you haven't done your research and found out about companies coming to audition, how are you going to be able to audition because you won't know about it? So take some time to do some research, look on people's websites and find out which companies you'd maybe like to work for and audition for and when they would be doing an audition. Auditions can be posted on a variety of different platforms. They can be on, say, something like Spotlight, or you might hear about it through your agent or through a college teacher. But there's other ways, for example, social media platforms, which have lots of open auditions or private calls posted on there. There's some links below of different pages that I think are great for finding different jobs. Standing out in an audition room always feels like a massive challenge because you can be in a room full of so many people and lots of people may be looking very similar to you. And the way you stand out is by being yourself. There's always people that can do the same skills as you because most people will have gone through a 3-year training program. But what they haven't got is your personality and who you are. So show people your personality, be yourself, and you'll instantly stand out to a casting team. People always ask me what to wear for an audition. What's the perfect audition outfit? And the answer is what looks best on you. So there's no such thing as you should wear this to be the perfect look. You should wear a colour that complements you and your skin tone. It should be a style that complements your body shape and makes you feel confident. If you're wearing something that maybe might look good on someone else, but for you it accentuates areas you're not confident with, you shouldn't be wearing that. So it definitely needs to be something that suits you, and it should be something that allows you to do anything without having, the risk of something slipping down or feeling embarrassed by the outfit you're wearing. So you don't know the choreography you're going to be given on the day. So if you don't know, don't wear like a low-rise legging if it's going to then be rolling on the floor, for example. So wear something that you can dance any style in and that you feel confident in, and that's your perfect audition outfit. It's important to face challenges head on in the audition room. If you've been, say, to a dance audition all day and been recalled to the end and then been asked to sing, you might get nervous if that's not your strongest suit, but that is totally okay. There's probably lots of other people in the room feeling the same as you. So take the time to rehearse the recall material so you feel good. And then it's important to remember the team just want to see your potential. Auditions are to show the potential and rehearsals are to reach it. So there's no such thing as the perfect audition. So give it a go, face that challenge, believe in yourself, even if it's not your strength, and you might surprise yourself. And if you've got that far in the day, you've definitely done a really good job already. So keep believing in yourself. As much as this industry is amazing, there's a lot of times when we can sometimes feel quite down because you're never going to be told yes for every audition you go to. There's always plenty of no's, unfortunately. And coping with that can be really difficult. It's good to find ways of dealing with that. And I found that maybe meeting up with your closest group of friends, maybe every couple of weeks, going for a drink, just talking about how things have been, and then sharing your audition experience with them, and then having a drink to, move on from it can really help, because you will surprise yourself. A lot of people are experiencing the same thing as you. So that's a really good way, I feel, to get over maybe some no's and rejection. And also, I think it's a great way of maybe writing a diary about what auditions you've been to, and those auditions you've done well in, make a note of them, write down what happened so you can remind yourself of the positivity of things, because sometimes we focus our energy on the negativity, which we don't mean to do automatically. It just sometimes outweighs the positivity. But by looking back on those moments, you instantly feel better. It's good to go to class again and feel inspired. It's good to go to a show and watch people that inspire you, maybe go on YouTube or something and watch someone that inspires you, and that gets you out of that rut of, oh, I've had no's, and then you feel ready to go again and book that job. Comparing yourself to others is something that dancers often do, and it's something that is only natural, but something we really should see from a positive side rather than negative. There's always people that are maybe slightly more flexible than you or have that extra turn that you really want, but you've probably got something that another dancer wants. So it's about using those skills other people have to inspire you to keep moving forwards, rather than to make you sit back on yourself and feel as though your skills are not as good. Because it's back to that thing I always say, that your personality is so important, because that's your unique selling point and there's only one of you. So if you remember that and believe that, you will no longer compare yourself, and this should help you along your journey. It's important to remember that an audition is essentially your interview for a job. Being polite and respectful of both the casting team, your fellow dancers, and people working in the studio is so important. You want to leave a good impression with everyone you meet that day, because at the end of the day, people want to work with nice people. So you want to leave that nice impression straight away, and that's instantly going to make you stand out in the audition. If you'd like more tips and advice, I've written my own book called 50 Tips Audition Success. It is an essential guide for performers to help them with their auditions and to succeed. If you'd like more information, please follow the link below.